You've spent so many hours creating the perfect product that's going to work well in so many classrooms, but after posting, you're not seeing any clicks, which means you're not seeing any revenue. Well, simply posting products, no matter how quality they are, isn't going to get you that milestone and that amazing revenue growth that you're seeking. That's where marketing comes in, which is, hello, my specialty. In this video, I'm going to share with you all about how to drive traffic to your TPT store, because the more traffic you can drive to your TPT store, the more leads you're going to have, which is going to give you a higher sales conversion rate. Hey there, I'm Amber, and I am a senior manager social media influencer marketing for 2 edtech brands. Prior to that, I was a teacher that also sold on Teachers Pay Teachers and hit 2 milestones in under 3 years. I took my knowledge of Teachers Pay Teachers and teaching into this edtech role, and I have succeeded by having a bunch of different marketing roles from a high growth startup that is now a big business. I absolutely love what I do, and I also love my passion project, which is helping teacherpreneurs grow and scale their business. I do this with YouTube, my blog, my Instagram, and also through Teacher Marketing Academy, which is an 8-week high-touch experience where you get 8 vaults of knowledge, all covering different parts of content strategy, where I walk you through different parts of what's going to help you get that growth marketing mentality. So if you like this video, keep watching and be sure to follow me on all of those other channels as well. Okay, let's get started. Before we take a look at outside channels and how we can bring that audience in, I want to first focus on Teachers Pay Teachers, because that's where your product is housed. And I want to ask you, are you optimizing your title and your description for SEO, which is search engine optimization? And before you click out, I know this can sound a little wary because it's a jargony marketing word, but it's really simple, and people that try and overcomplicate it probably don't know what they're talking about. Sorry, I know that's kind of rude, but essentially, I'm always going to tell it like it is, okay? I'm not going to overcomplicate something because I want you to be able to use these ideas, right? So search engine optimization is essentially optimizing different parts of your content in order to rank in search. And that can be on your blog, whether you're writing your blog post for SEO. Pinterest technically has its own SEO. And then Teachers Pay Teachers has its own SEO. And it's really simple. The quick start, just so you can start doing this right away, is going to be type in the search bar words that are related to the product that you want to sell. And I want you to see what type of terms come up when you do this. And then to determine if it's relevant to be used in your product, click into it and see the types of products that fall under this category, because when you do that, you're able to see, okay, because if it's out of left field, let's put it like this. Let's say on Instagram, I hashtag a winter picture summer. Well, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb, and people are just going to gloss over it because it's not the content that they were searching for. So the same idea can be applied to Teachers Pay Teachers in this capacity. Now, there is something called keyword stuffing, and every single platform, come on y'all, they're smart. They have bots, okay? They can tell when somebody is keyword stuffing, which means they're just trying to stuff with relevant keywords over and over and over again without making it sound like it's actually beneficial to the end user. And when you do stuff like this, you actually get deprioritized in search. Again, this is a lesson for not just TPT, but across all other channels as well. So you want to make sure, and the way I phrase this is weave these keywords naturally into the content that you're creating, okay? So I encourage you to look at your latest products or products that you're like, why are these not selling so well? And go and optimize, which means like, you know, I feel like jargony words, like when I say like optimize this, it sounds like so bad, but basically like make the titles and descriptions better. Make sure that you have the keywords that you want to rank for. I'm going to give you a task. What I want you to do is look at your titles and your descriptions, and I want you to see if you've optimized those for keywords of what teachers are searching for if they were to purchase that product, and is it weaved naturally within your description and your title. So in your description, you still want to make sure that the teacher understands what they're purchasing. How can you also incorporate these keywords so then it's found in search? Now that you've taken a look at Teachers Pay Teachers and what you can quickly and easily do to update your titles and your descriptions, I want to next talk about Pinterest marketing. And the reason why I'm picking Pinterest marketing second is because if you don't have a social media following, Pinterest describes themselves as a search engine, not a social media platform, which means you can rank in search on their platform and thus level the playing field for content creators who may not have a massive following. Pinterest describes themselves as a visual discovery tool that helps others find what they know and love. So why can't they know and love your products? If you're not using Pinterest for your business, it's time to reconsider. Here's a stat to keep in your back pocket. 83% of pinners have decided to purchase something from what they saw on Pinterest. So why can't you fall in that 83% on Teachers Pay Teachers? Now, you can't just drop images and links on Pinterest and hope for the best. You need a consistent pinning strategy. You need to write for Pinterest SEO, and you need to have a combination of that and curated images. That way people notice your pin, they're more likely to click it and then convert down the line. Now, Pinterest's new algorithm favors fresh pins, and there is absolutely no way that I would be able to pin 10 times a day and have my day job and be able to do all of the things that we know content creators do. And that's why I use Tailwind. Tailwind, let me just tell you something. As someone who works in social media for an ed tech company, I have trialed so many different platforms. We even pay for a very expensive social media scheduling tool that has a Pinterest scheduler, and I still prefer Tailwind because it's a one-point solution. They do what they do really well, and I've been using it for 7 years now, and I think it works great. So if you are looking for an automatic pinning strategy to help you stay consistent, I'm gonna leave my referral link below. It'll give you $15 off the yearly subscription. So I appreciate you using any of the links that I ever refer. It means a lot. I'm not gonna get too deep into Pinterest marketing in this video. More so, the goal of this video is to give you ideas on how to drive traffic to your store and prompt that excitement to try new things in order to get those clicks that will ultimately lead to those conversions. So if you choose Pinterest, know that you need to consistently pin. You should be writing your descriptions for SEO, Pinterest SEO, and creating beautiful images. That way people see them in a collage of so many. Did you know that email marketing has a higher conversion rate than any other marketing platform? Trust me, as somebody who has built their career on social media, I have to call the cards the way I see them. And as much as I love social media, email, when you are given access to their email, that real estate into their inbox, it is such a personal, private interaction that conversion is always going to be a ton higher. There's no algorithm games. You send an email and it directly lands in their inbox. So have you considered an email list? I know it can seem daunting to add something new to your plate, but one of the things you will hear time and time again when it comes to email is, I wish I had started my email list earlier. And trust me, I even say that about my own business too. But look, just like anything, you just have to start. I have a playlist with a ton of email marketing YouTube videos. If that's something you're interested in, I'll link it up here and also in the description down below. But moral of the story, here's the short snippet if you want to get started. Pick a service provider, so do your research. I talk about them in my videos. Give teachers a reason to opt in. Don't be selfish. Give them a reason to give you access to their inbox, and then promote your email list with that free opt-in. So if you're curious what I use Kajabi to run my email marketing because that's the platform that I use to run my online courses, and my coaching calls are all done through Kajabi, and it's a one-stop shop that also provides email marketing, so that's what I use. If that's not something you're interested in, don't worry, I'll still link it down below, but I'll also link some other options as well to get your minds thinking in that email marketing realm. But this is definitely a long-term strategy because it's going to take time for you to build that email list before you can start sending emails where then you can see those conversions. But you just have to start curating that list so then you can start sending, because as much as Teachers Pays Teachers, they own that data because you're selling on their site. So when somebody purchases from you, you don't get those emails. So you can't use it to send emails later on down the line. They house all of that. So create something for yourself that you own. That way you can have direct access to your audience whenever you need. Content marketing is my jam, and writing evergreen topics about products you sell is such a clutch way to drive traffic to your store that's going to have lasting benefits for your business. But like anything in content marketing, it's gonna be a long-term strategy, so you're not gonna get that instant gratification that you would, say, from an Instagram story swipe up. But the conversion rate can be a lot higher because for someone to really dig into that content to that level, means they're really invested in your business, in that product that you sell, which means they're more likely to convert if they do click to see your product. Let's call it like we see it though, okay? Teachers are looking for more than just buy this product, okay? Let's eliminate the used car salesman in this scenario. So when you can craft content solving a problem that teachers are searching for and pivot your product as the solution to those products, that's going to be your secret sauce to really tap into a wider audience. Because let's say you sell a classroom management activity. Well, you're not going to create a content that says buy this very specific classroom management strategy or activity. What you're going to do is you're going to look and see what people are searching for when they search classroom management, and you're going to craft content that falls under that bucket and then put your product within that content piece. If you're curious how to do this, I do slightly talk about this in a video all about how to never run out of a blog idea again. I'll link that somewhere in this video as well as in the description below so you can ideate more content than you can dream of. But evergreen content is going to be so key. And when I mean evergreen, I mean content that's timeless. So it's going to be applicable year-round. That way it's constantly going to create a loop of leads to your TPT store. I saved this one for last, and you're probably maybe guessing what it is. Do you know what it is? It's social media. Now, I do love social media, but it's not the only lever for your business, and that's exactly why I put this one last. I want to comfort you that if you don't like social media, you can be successful without it, but still have awareness on those channels, because people always go to social media when they look up a business. It's one of the first things that they do. And if you love social media, you can craft a content strategy with it at its center. The point here is, don't let Teachergram make you feel less worthy. You can definitely be successful without being a super top Instagram social media influencer. There are so many other levers for you to be successful, and I don't want you to get discouraged. So you can definitely use social media to drive awareness. Again, think of the content that you like to consume. They're not constantly selling to you. They make you feel worthy and valuable and inspired, and they're giving you tips, and they're giving you maybe a peek into their life in some capacity. But follow that same mindset. If you're just posting graphics of buy this, buy that, then that's the used car salesman all over again, and we don't need that in our lives, right? So this, again, the goal of this is a very simple ways to drive traffic to your TPT store, but not getting too into the nuts and bolts, but just a open your eyes. Okay, y'all, that's gonna do it for this video all about ways to drive traffic to your TPT store. I hope you enjoyed learning how you can optimize your titles and descriptions directly in TPT using SEO, develop a Pinterest marketing strategy, email marketing strategy, social media, as well as writing evergreen topics on your blog or taking that same concept into your other channels as well. Remember, the goal isn't to tell you to do all of these things right off the bat to overwhelm you where you feel that resentment and then you just stop. Trust me, I know how that feels. Find the one that brings you the most joy, that you're most passionate about, and you're gonna run in that direction because you're gonna enjoy it more, so you're probably gonna do a better job at it. And then slowly you can introduce the other ones. My goal in this video is to inspire you and never inundate you with so many different things. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and like this video. It really means a lot to me and just makes me feel like I'm not talking to a wall, so thank you so much. And comment below, let me know what are the ways that you are currently marketing your TPT store on ways beyond Teachers Pay Teachers. I'd love to talk to you in the comments. Okay, y'all, see you in the next video.